So here we are, back to where it all began, back to the basics, but welcome. A little late, but we're doing our best. This is the ReUp audio edition. Thank you for tuning in. If you are tuning in, my name is Jason Delgado. I am coming to you live from the Orsini Studios, or live for me at this moment in time, from the Orsini Studios in beautiful Los Angeles, California, with an audio sort of no longer, I guess you can call it podcast. I don't even know, but it's the ReUp. If you know the ReUp, it's normally video based, and it is sort of me and talking about my adventures, pitfalls, and triumphs in the world of stand-up comedy, going from the amateur to the professional, the day job to the dream job, and how it goes along the way. Welcome back. Thank you for joining. This episode is a bit late, but chock full of excitement and failed equipment. To get the obvious out of the way, this is the audio version because the microphone broke. I did record a nice 20-minute how I feel about getting ready for my Comedy Store show Epitaph, which sounded like a garbled mess. It showed me very excited and animated and sounded... And so we move on. We move on, and we missed last week, but we are here this week with the hopefully everything recording post-Epitaph regarding the Comedy Store show. So anyway, we'll get into it a little bit. So we broke down the technical device. I do have notes. It's so easy now because you can't see me good. But yeah, I don't know if I talked about this last time, but I wound up having, going to this bar. I went Sunday night. I got called. I was sitting watching football, drinking beers with my friends, and I got a text or an IG DM to do a show out in Santa Monica. Lovely sunny Santa Monica at a place called Barkowski, named after who is that guy? Something Kowski. Anyway, I'll look it up and I'll put a picture of the gentleman on the podcast. What's the guy's name? But anyway, the name of the bar is Barkowski. Maybe the name of the guy too. But in any case, it was a very beautiful bar, very lovely bar, and it was full of people. And I was not expecting this. You know, I got a message from a friend to head out to help him with a set, and I thought, hey, it'll just be a nice, easy peasy. Empty bar, 5 minutes, do a set, help a friend. It was a full bar, man, full bar, beautiful bar. I will have pictures up on the whammy now, whatever we're calling this, ReUp picture blog. But yeah, no, I wound up getting these great shots from this photographer who was there, just a rando photographer who I'd seen at another show I'd done at the Ice House on Mother's Day. It's weird how the connections happen. And anyway, he took some very cool pictures of me. I will show those now. And I wound up doing 15 minutes. 15 minutes. It was just unpredicted, unexpected, ill-prepared, but it taught me a lot. It taught me what was fatty in my jokes and what was not. What works in a crowd and what didn't. When it's completely out of order and not hidden behind other jokes. Because what wound up happening is that you can hide a joke behind another joke and get a laugh off that second joke just because they're still laughing at the first joke. And when I disjointed them, because, I was up there kind of just winging it. And so I didn't want to, I wanted to just kind of go with it and say, like, hey, I'll do my 5 and then I'll kind of feel out just to see what it felt like. And I did fail towards the end. I didn't fail. I still got whatevers, but it wasn't crispy and good and nice. But I could tell. Charles Bukowski is who the bar is named after. I had to look that up, but you can see because it's awesome. I don't know. I'll go back to the video once I get everything settled. But in any case, doing 15 minutes really allowed me to open up. Like, it really showed, this is too fatty. Get to the joke faster here. And then why is this even here? And then, and you know, I got to my 15 minutes. I got to go to Plus, you know, and you know, it was good, you know. It was good enough to get through with a nice one. And I got free PICS, and I got paid, bro. I got paid. So it was very, very cool. Unexpected and cool. And it taught me a lot. Getting ready. So then the week passes and I'm preparing. And then I start to get into these little panicky things. Where I'm like, well, what if, you know, the Uber driver pops a tire? Or we should, you know, maybe somebody should drive. No, we should drive just in case we drink. And then we have to pay for parking. And what if this happens? And what if and also I had an expired license, and that was another huge worry. You know, it does say that I'm 21, but, you know, I don't know if they're going to be crazy about it. And, you know, I've been getting into bars otherwise, but, you know, I don't know. And so I'm worried about all these things, and I'm just like, let me just be able to get to the place. Let me get to the Comedy Store. And then it starts to get where everybody from work is texting me, hey, we're going to go see you. Buddy from out of town, I mean, essentially out of town. If you're not from LA, like, you're out of town, like Newport Beach still. I mean, long drive, guy has kid, and, you know, he's like, hey, we're going to drive out with the wife and see you. You know, I got other comedians all saying they're going to come out and see me. So I'm like, I got to get there, and I got to get in the club. And if all that happens, I'm fine. But I'll tell you, I was just a little bit nervous. I was just to get there. Not even about the jokes. I was really prepared with my 5 and my 7. The bit was, I guess, if I bought more than 10 people, I would get 7 minutes. So your boy wanted to bring in like 25, 30 people. It was tight. But still it was sold out. So I had people waiting listing. I wasn't 25, 30. I mean, it was probably 20. 20, 25, easy. But people were on the wait list. So I get to the place. I'm freaking nervous because I finally get there, and the last bastion was just, don't give me shit about this license. I'm getting a new one in the mail. Show it to him. The dude bends the license. Of course, right? And then finally gives it to me. He goes, yeah, go right in. And once I got in, I was like, we're fine. Walk in the park. That's true. And that's not even to sound conceited or whatever. Because this shit is, you know, I'll tell you later. We'll get through it piece by piece. There was a moment at the end where I had a nice deep breath. But at that moment, I was like, if this is just telling jokes, we're fine. I got enough people here. I made it into the club. And that was a huge relief. I don't know what that was. But that is a true story. And then everybody showed up, and then people on the wait line, they can't get in, and I'm like, oh man, I hope they can get in. And then they get in, and we're all there, and I got a bunch of people there, packed house, sold out, man. I got people standing in the back. It's crazy, right? Packed. I got fellow comedians there. I'm in the green room. I'm the only one in the green room. I'll show pictures of that. There'll be random pictures. I don't know at what points, but yeah, so I wind up, you know, hanging out in the green room by myself. You know, I get a cup and I fill it up with water from the bathroom. Then a bottle of water. So a very cool thing, not to shout at you. Actually, I probably shouldn't tell this story inside baseball, but yeah, fuck it. Who cares? Ooh, I cursed. I'm sorry, but yeah, why not? So I'm there at the green room, and this dude walks in with this like hot chick. And then go into some side door in the green room, and all I hear is like, and I'm like, dude, I'm in the green room in the Comedy Store. People are doing blow. I've really arrived. I've really arrived, you guys. It was very, very cool. I did not, of course. I just sat there with my water. I immediately got up and left the room. And then as soon as they both got out, I went back into the green room and chilled. Had a couple of other comedians just come in randomly. I was like, I hope they don't kick you out. It's like, I've played here before. And so they came in, and they were talking to me, like, you want to be left alone? And I was like, nah, we're good. You know, I was really comfortable. It was good. It was just kind of like waiting for everybody to get done. Neil Brennan played. He was great. and then I just kind of in the green room alone, and then they told me, hey, you're going to go up after this guy named John. And I was like, all right, great. I'll listen for John's name. And then I heard John's name, and I got up. And then when I got there, John was doing really good. And I was like, hey, stay in the pocket, man. Just do your jokes. And then I had that deep breath moment, that nice deep breath. And I was like, yeah, we're good. John got off stage. I went over to the producer, Omra, and I was like 5 or 7. She's like, you could do 7. I was like, horse. And so then homie came off. Guy asked me how I wanted to be introduced. I said, please put your hands together, as I always do. And I got introduced, got up there, did the bit. Everything went very, very well. Got 2 applause breaks. That is where the people are clapping and laughing, so you cannot continue until they stop. 2 and 7 minutes. That's pretty good. Remembered all the words. Always the most important part. I felt very in the pocket as far as somebody who said something and I was able to react to it. I was very in the pocket. I think I was just so worried about getting there. I don't know what to tell you. But the 7 just came and went. Remembered all the words. Everybody clapped. Got off stage. Had high fives from audience members. Then as I'm walking to the back, the moment that really felt very strong. I don't know who it was. But it was a brother. He was in the back. He had a backwards Kango hat. And he had a pinky ring, a diamond pinky ring. And he was sitting in the corner right next to the green room. And I was walking towards the green room, and he put a fist out to pound. And he said, you crushed that shit. It was dope. I said, thank you, I appreciate that. And I went into the green room. And I was just about to go, hey, totally worked. When I turned around and there was 2 comedians who I know, they rushed in, got a big hug, got a big pound. They told me I did very well. It was a very, very nice evening. Everybody else went and did their thing afterwards. I got to see everybody. I got even audience members coming up to me who I didn't know, telling me I did a very good job. I got lots of love from audiences and friends. It was very, very beautiful and strong. Cannot say enough about how grateful I am to all the friends and the people in the Comedy Store, and to Omra, who hooks it up. She puts on a really good show, man. I got to play with some big heavy heads, and so to kind of keep up was good. It was good. And I was just, I don't know. It was just the thing you do, It was just weird because it's like the same jokes you tell all the time, and then just in that environment at that moment, just, I remembered all of them in a certain order or whatever, but they were just clicking. But super grateful, I got to say it was a very good learning experience. It was nice to see, what it's like to be in the Comedy Store, because that's the thing, man. Like I said, that when you're in the Comedy Store, comedians are kind of like, ooh la la. I was like, oh my God, this is so fancy. Everybody treats you like a real star. It was just it was very odd, but I mean, whatever. I mean, I'm totally grateful for all that, so I can't hate, but it was just very, it's like, yeah, we do the same stuff in little offices in the middle of nowhere for 5 minutes, for $5. And now we're just doing that same thing, and we're ooh la la, so. But yeah, no, it was good. It went very, very well, and so I cannot thank everybody enough. Yeah, and I think that might be sort of the only thing that really happened. I mean, I have a lot of shows coming up that I'm excited about. I have a show where I have to dance, and so I'm excited about that. And then I have another show at Flappers, and then I have another show at the Comedy Cafe for Halloween with some pretty big heavy hitters. So that's exciting. And yeah, man, just doing the thing, keeping it going. It's It's very exciting. I'm hoping to get booked again at the Comedy Store for the November 2nd show. But we will see. And, just keep it going. It's just nice to kind of keep the thing going and to get a beautiful, playing the Comedy Store. I know people go like, everybody plays there. But I don't know, man. For me, it was a pretty big deal. It was a pretty big deal. And I thought it was a very great experience to kind of go there and see, like, oh man, like at a certain level, like in the pros, you get this. It's this other thing. So, yeah, it was pretty cool. But anyway, thank you for listening for this fun experience. I am apologetic for not having the camera up, but this was good, and it probably sounds good, and not so that is good. In any case, my name is Jason Delgado. This has been the ReUp. Hopefully, we'll return to the video version, but thank you for listening, and we will catch you on the next one.